Every year, thousands of Americans do everything right. They go to school, land a solid job, get raises, stay disciplined, and after 20, 30 years of doing everything right, they look at their bank account and realize it still isn't enough. Meanwhile, someone else, same starting point, sometimes worse, quietly accumulates millions. No lottery, no inheritance, no viral moment. So what's actually different between those two people? It's not luck, it's not talent. It's a set of rules they were taught that most people never get access to. And today, we're going over exactly what those rules are. Rule 1. They stopped chasing income and started chasing ownership. Most people are taught one path to financial security: earn more, get the raise, land the better job. And income matters, no question. But the top 1% don't think in paychecks, they think in assets. A Federal Reserve study found that the wealthiest 1% in America holds roughly 30% of the country's total wealth, but their earned income is nowhere close to 30% of all income. The difference isn't what they make, it's what they own. Stocks, real estate, business equity, royalties, intellectual property, things that produce income without requiring their time. The shift isn't complicated to understand, it's just almost never taught. Stop asking how to make more money this month. Start asking what you can own that keeps making money after you stop working. Rule 2, they don't beat the tax system, they understand it. Here's something that makes a lot of people uncomfortable when they first hear it. Some of the wealthiest people in America pay a lower effective tax rate than their own assistants. And they do it completely legally. When you earn a salary, that income gets taxed immediately at ordinary income rates, the highest bracket in the tax code. But when someone sells an asset they've held for over a year, they pay capital gains rates instead, significantly lower. In some cases, depending on income level, that rate drops to 0. Warren Buffett pointed this out himself. His secretary paid a higher percentage of her income in taxes than he did. He wasn't complaining. He was describing the system accurately. This isn't about loopholes. It's about structure. The tax code treats different types of income completely differently, and wealthy people don't discover that by accident. They build their finances around it from the start. Understanding this doesn't require being rich. It requires knowing the rules of a game that affects everyone. Rule 3. They treat their network like a portfolio. Every major wealth-building move, the deal that changed everything, the investment that paid off, the opportunity that came out of nowhere, trace it back far enough, and there's almost always a relationship at the center of it, a contact who made the introduction, a mentor who shared the framework, a partner who had what they lacked. Wealthy people don't stumble into those relationships. They build them deliberately. They show up to the rooms other people skip. They stay in contact with people they respect. They make the ask that most people are too afraid to make. Jim Rohn's famous line, "You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with," gets quoted constantly. But what gets left out is the next step, that the people who build real wealth treat their inner circle like a strategic decision, not an accident. The question isn't whether you have a network. Everyone does. The question is whether the people around you are pulling you towards something or holding you where you are. These aren't secrets hidden behind some paywall or exclusive club. They're the product of paying attention to how wealth actually moves, not how it's marketed. Income buys comfort. Assets build freedom. Tax structure multiplies both. And the right relationships accelerate everything. That's the real difference. And now you know it.